I volunteer in hospice. Is there anything I can do to help create a setting to make a shared death experience more likely?
I mean, what I would say is just, I don't know that there's any single general rule. What I've found in this is everybody's a little different. So I just sort of exercise my clinical judgment in those situations. I don't think there's to convey to people that you're willing to listen to them is the main thing.
You know, it's interesting. This is a great question. I'm smiling about it because when I first met you, Raymond, in Omega Institute in 2009, you were talking about your upcoming book, Glimpses of Eternity, the first book written on the shared death experience. And I heard you talk, having had so many of these experiences and not having had a name for it, what I realized was not only do I know about the shared death experience, but I also felt I knew the means, the protocols, the methods to enable them. And that sounds like a bold statement. It was just dropped right into me. But there is a landscape here, and it's a spiritual landscape, but we can do a lot to help people to prepare for them. And there are three things I'll say briefly. First one you need to do is you need to realize that these experiences happen and they're normal. You have to learn about them. And our course will definitely help with that. The second piece is you need to address your psycho-emotional, spiritual, unfinished business in this lifetime. You have to prepare consciously for end of life. You have to be willing to say to your loved ones, thank you for sharing this life with me. I love you. And at some point, one of us is going to die, and get to a point of peace and acceptance around that. That's a tough one, but you can do it if you practice it. And the third piece is, and this is what we've been doing the Shared Crossing Project, is there are methods that you can learn where we teach people if someone is dying, how it is that the dying, as they're transitioning and leaving their body, how they can reach back to their loved ones and call them, draw them into the afterlife with them to let them know that they are, as we say, safe, well cared for, and happy. So yes, so this is the technology that the Shared Crossing Project is really focused on. So I so appreciate your question.
Is there any type of person or circumstance that is more likely to have an SDE? So Raymond, have you noticed that over your research over the years?
No, as I think I just, hundreds and hundreds of people and all kinds of different personalities. And no, I don't see any common features that distinguish those that do from those that don't. I think it's pretty much the same with near-death experiences as well. We just don't know why some do and some don't.
Recently.
Yeah, I mean, I think I agree with Raymond, is like anybody can have these. We don't know why this experience happens. However, we have seen in our research that people that have mindfulness practices seem to be more likely to have them. And that's so interesting. So whether that's prayer or meditation or yoga, and my hypothesis about that is, I think they have the ability to stay present and concentrated when this field of the shared death experience opens up. There's an attunement that they may have that allows them to get drawn into this experience and not discount it. That being said, I want to lean more heavily into, we still don't know, and it's an equal opportunity experience.